And this caused quite a lot of internal kind of thought for me in terms of what my mum represents to me. Now, my mum was an immigrant from Pakistan, and her journey for me has been especially important to why I write and why I feel the way I feel about people that are coming from immigrant backgrounds and are treated unfairly, especially in terms of stereotypes and the general just treatment they receive when they are coming to, help, coming to support and generally just benefiting the economy. So this is a piece I wrote, and it was a letter. So my mum worked as a cleaner for the better half of about 20 years. And she would work in office spaces where it was very corporate, it was very admin. And now for myself, I've entered those spaces as someone who works in a corporate environment. I always make sure to say hello and ask, especially speak to the cleaners. I don't really speak to anybody else because they all have their chests up and they have these job titles. But the cleaners, they're extremely friendly. They've always got a smile, and I always share a few words with them. And this was a letter to the office workers. So my mum would also bring me to her office because we didn't have any daycare or anything. So when she was working, I would also be there in the office. And the rooms were so massive to me. And she'd always speak to me about, she would see the office. There would be a cart that would come with sandwiches and tea, and she'd see these people in nice shirts and lovely trousers and nice shoes, picking up their sandwiches and having their cups of tea. And this was genuinely something that she just couldn't imagine herself living in. And that for me was such an interesting kind of thought, also a very difficult thought. So I wrote this piece as a letter to the office workers that she might have encountered. To the office workers who have walked past my mum, not a single thought of who and how, or in the midst of a tornado, my mother's mind, a hurricane of ambition restricted by the stiff collar of bureaucracy. I have a question for you. Do you know the tongue that speaks the truth but is drowned in hindrance? Do you know how long a body must drag itself before it is allowed to rest? Do you think you could meet yourself on the other side of the globe, pick up the pieces of your broken bones and keep them in a trophy cabinet for the nights you dream, half-empty hopes into siphoned dreams? What do you know about a body so bruised that it hurts to lay down? Do you know the eyes that see in clarity but must lower their gaze when confronted with aspirations? Country roads turned exhibition, breaths of air turned chokehold. This flesh turned into a commodity you pay to touch when it feels convenient or exciting. Tears won't tell me you hear me. I need your blood on a canvas to feel. Oh no, I need trumpets to play across the oceans. I need justice to soak into your pores like the rain you felt on your exotic escape. We have no escape. We are your exotic entrees, the ones you won't order more than just a few times. We have a God that tells us to keep praying, two hands that say keep on pushing, one face that says I can't anymore, and a casket that feels more home than heaven. She walks the halls. Carpet grey, empty smells, chipped plaster, heart in hand, smile in mouth. Nobody looks back. Nobody looks up. Nobody knows. This heart beats harder than most. This heart beats harder than most. This heart beats harder than most. To the office workers who have walked past my mum with that brand new tie and polished boots, I hope you can see yourself in your reflection. Your real self. Your true self. The self who was a kid and always stopped to say hello to any stranger, no matter the shade the sun had set on them that evening. The kid that saw faith in the smiles and carried them into their mornings. Do you know what it feels like not to be seen? To live in the shadows? This is to the office workers who have walked past my mum, not a single thought of who and how. Thank you so much.